We are live for Denver Broncos franchise football. Another week, another day. We're going to play one game here today, a bit of an hour or so long stream. Hey, it's Thursday Night Football too. I forgot that was going on. The Falcons and the Patriots game. I see the live Twitch stream going on of that. You know, don't tune away from me for that yet. But I guess you guys can maybe do a double watching here. I'm pulling up there's 36,000 people watching the Falcons and the Patriots game as it's very slowly loading up. So we are going to play our Broncos game against Portland. We're going to save the big Miami Dolphins game for a separate stream. Maybe Friday night, maybe this weekend. And this stream is not even loading. It's maybe too many people are on it. But we're going to play the game with Portland here today. So we'll stream for maybe a little over an hour. And then next time it'll be the big game with the Dolphins. Doing a lot of Madden lately because we are looking to get through it this season. We are only 4 weeks away, so in a matter of time, we should be all wrapped up with this season. And I think the main topic, as you can see on the title, the big WWE 2K22 trailer came out today with a lot of big, exciting news. And I thought about doing Alliance Nitro to talk about the trailer, but I wanted to finish this season. I was more excited to do this season than I was to do the next episode of Alliance Nitro, which we'll get back to at some point in time. Don't worry. We're definitely going to get back to baseball, wrestling, God of War, XHL, all that stuff. You never know what you're going to see when you tune in. That's why you got to keep up to speed with the YouTube and also the Twitter page to be able to see where we are head next. But at least for the time being, we're going to try to wrap up this season number 10. And we are in a bad way after coming off of the bye week with a pretty hefty winning streak. Then we have completely fallen by the wayside here. Last couple of weeks have not been good. Wide receivers dropping passes, the running game not going. Ever since the bye week, we have just fallen way off, including a 9-point and a 10-point game. That means we have only scored one touchdown in the past 2 weeks for this high-powered offense that was scoring 31, 41, 24, 45 in past victories. So we got to get that turned around for sure. And we got to try to get a weak running game going. We got to try to get the wide receivers to actually be catching passes, which they haven't been doing the last couple of weeks. Defense has actually played somewhat decently. I know the Jaguars score is going to say differently, but we actually held Jacksonville in the first half way down, and it wasn't until the first half and the second half is when they started to pull away. And in the Chiefs game, we didn't even let them score a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes held to just 4 field goals, but you see the final score there. We couldn't get the ball in the end zone at all, couldn't do anything with it, and we completely fell apart. So, hopefully this will be the day. We got Portland at home, then we hit the road back to Miami, which is going to be the big game, the big going back to Miami game. You know, the only other time we played our old team was when we played San Francisco with Miami, and you guys remember we lost that game. Then we got the Colts, one of the jobs we turned down, and we finished things off with LA. So we got 4 games to try to make up some ground, and it certainly, by the standings, is not looking like we're going to win the division at all, as Kansas City's got a very hefty lead, but there is still an outside shot that we can make the playoffs, because as you see here, you at least, you can guarantee the Chiefs are going to be there, the Steelers, the Ravens with their record. The Bengals maybe get in as a wild card, but there's still a chance they fall apart, and either the Jets or the Dolphins with their poor record is going to get one of the spots. There's one spot remaining, but you see all the teams here: Portland, Cleveland, Jacksonville, LA, Tennessee, Denver, even Houston is still in the hunt. So the Dolphins and the Jets are going to get one of those final 2 division playoff spots. But there's one spot left, and all these teams are fighting for it. So if we start today with a big win over Portland, that'll knock them to 7-7. That'll put us at 7-6. And then we just got to hope for the Titans to fall. We have a game with the Chargers. We could beat them. We got to hope the Jags. I mean, all these teams can lose out. And if we win out, we end the season at we would end the season at 10-6 if we win out, which would put us in a very good position to maybe make a wild card game. We got to win 4 in a row there, and we're starting off here with Portland. It's going to be a home game for the Broncos before we hit the road to Miami. So let's get things underway. We're done with our special uniform games for the year, at least for us. We've exhausted all our alternate uni options. So let's get this show underway. It is going to be Joe Burrow and the Portland Riverhogs, formerly the Oakland Raiders, who moved to Portland. Patrick Surtain, a former Bronco over there in Portland. And you look at the numbers from the other top guys. So here we go. We'll lay out for a minute, let you take in the sights and sounds of Broncos Park. Oh, the fireworks going off. My God, Darren Johnson just sent me a message. You got my email that I'm going live. So as we get into it, like I said, look, we can talk about the new 2K22 trailer that came out today. I don't know if it was hyped up for today or if it just dropped, but I happened to check Reddit and everyone was talking about it. I was like, oh my God. But as you guys come on, let me know what you think about it. I thought it was pretty cool. The only thing that, for me, that it seemed like, at least in the trailer, that Universe might become a one-player mode, and as somebody who likes controlling all aspects of Universe mode, that somewhat frightens me a little bit to think that they might take that feature away. Hopefully it's one where you can do one or the other, like we have our Mike Tyson Universe where we control one player, and then we do our Universe where we control everybody. Hopefully they allow us to have that option and not limit us. That's the worst thing that games do, is when they take a feature that people like and limit it to one thing or the other. I know a lot of people were excited about GM mode, as that was in there. I don't have a feeling one way or the other. I realized that for many years that was one of the biggest requests. For me, the couple of times I played GM mode in the past games, I didn't enjoy it too much because it seemed like it was unrealistic. You pretty much had to always build a card that was ladder matches, cage matches, fatal four-ways, like just to get the higher rating than the other guy. And realistically, in real life, you would never build a card like that. You're building to the pay-per-view. But for GM mode to work the way it was, that's how it was. So I never got into it as much as other people, but it was a fan favorite, and maybe this will be completely different. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. The graphics looked really solid. They looked awesome. What else was in the trailer? The new controls. People were posting the new controller. There's strong grapples and light grapples again, kind of like No Mercy, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to get into the game here for the folks that are here for football. But if you want to talk the new 2K22 trailer, definitely jump in the chat. Let us know, and we'll talk along with you about it. If there is even a possibility that you can even find a PS5 out there. Seems like that chip shortage is going on, but depending on how people like this game, I'm going to let people play it first. I'm not going to get burned like so many people did before, the people that are going to take the risk and buy it day one. God bless them, but that might be the system that, or the game that gets us to get the PS5, as we're kind of waiting for that big PS5 game, which I've mentioned before on past streams. I just don't feel like it's out yet. Nobody, or at least it's not like the Switch, where I said the Switch had Breath of the Wild off the bat, that everyone wanted to get a Switch to play that thing. But the PS5, what's the big game that, you know, that's on the PS5 that everyone's clamoring to play? Like the sports games that have come out for the PS5 haven't been anything special so far. But this game looks really cool, and we'll see how it turns out, and we'll definitely possibly look into that. So let's get back into this. Portland is driving, as teams tend to do on their opening drive against us. And Joe Burrow moving the ball well. He completes the pass to Austin Stoner, the Oklahoma man. Or Stogner, rather. My goodness, I called him Stoner, didn't I? It's Stogner. Austin Stogner. Those Oklahoma guys. They've been tearing this up the last couple of weeks. And there's David LaFleur, LSU man, and Portland rolling right down the field. So we can't stop the hurt just yet. We're on this 3-game losing streak. Fans losing confidence in us. Jamar Jefferson, the Oregon State man, the Beaver. From Beaver to Riverhog. So I guess he used to be in a river, you know, beavers do their work in the river, right? Building the dams. And the river hogs. I don't know what a river hog is, but I assume they're in the river, so it's, you know, the sea creatures all around. Look at that one at the bottom. New Orleans put up a big fight with KC. Look at that. They managed 31 points. A 2-win team, managed 35 points on the Chiefs. We played the Chiefs a week ago in prime time. Got 1 touchdown and lost the game. So, yeah. They're down and short. And there we go. We stop them, much like the Chiefs game. Bend but don't break. Let them drive. But we hold them out of the end zone, and the Riverhogs, they're going to send their kicker on for the field goal. With the long hand there, Adam Sawyer, Illinois man. Easy chip shot, shorter than an extra point these days. It's going to be a fake. Oh, why did our guys hold up? Oh, my God. Our guys held up. That was like some kind of glitch. I was rushing in. I don't know if you can see on the replay. We stopped him on the fake. Who was that? It's JT Daniels, who is the backup. I wanted you to watch this. I did not take my hand off the controller. It seems like we're always going into replays here on Madden. I was rushing in. I never let go of the button, and all our guys stopped and ran backwards. I guess the one guy was covering 82, which is LaFleur, which is good. But my guy that I'm controlling, I never stopped. I held the stick down the entire time, and he stopped and tried to run backwards. But the blocking for Portland, they let 5 guys get right in there. So shame on them if you're a Riverhogs fan. But we're going to get the ball, so we'll take that off the bat here. We're going to do a play fake, but I see that guy right on the edge with his star. I'm not risking that. First play of the game, a pass looking for Tyreek Hill, falls incomplete. So not the way we want to go. We want to get this offense going. They've struggled the last 2 weeks, so let's get this thing going. Justin Fields, my goodness, 2 passes, 2 misconnects. He went incomplete to Hill on a pretty bad pass, and that one was overthrown. What do you guys think as we got the draft coming up? Is Justin Fields the future of this team? That one was right on the money to Hill. So do we invest in we got Tom Brady in this draft class, who we don't know if this guy's going to be a star or not, but we've been hearing that he could be. Do we go with a quarterback? Do we put pressure on Justin Fields? Or, we have other needs, obviously. We need to get that defensive tackle help. We need to get some offensive line help. Maybe get some more weapons on defense. Do we have other needs before we go out and take a quarterback in the draft? You guys let me know in the comments, and we'll follow along. But Fields is going to line up here in the gun once again, and there's Tyreek Hill, and he's going to break free. One man to beat. He puts the juke and finally gets brought down. Tyreek Hill, that's the weapon we've been waiting for. Coming back from injury. He's been quiet since he's returned from injury, but that was his biggest highlight reel play to date. And we're going to call out all the guys. So on coverage, that was number 46. That's Kirkland McDougal. He completely blew things there. And then the juke was thrown on. That looked like 32. That would have been Ivan York. And then finally, it was Bart McMillan, along with York, who brought down Tyreek Hill. So there's the big play Broncos we've been waiting for. So let's see. Maybe Justin Fields can save his job yet. There's the handoff. Pierce can't break through. So his struggles continue. That's It's another question. How do we get this rushing attack back? We know we're losing Jonathan Taylor. He didn't want to sign that contract unless we try to bid for him in the offseason. Pierce, who we had high confidence in, his first couple of games in Denver, he has trailed off in a big way. So now we got to reevaluate if he's in our future plans. Fields to Devontae Smith. Touchdown Broncos. Way to strike first. Broncos on the board against Portland. There we go. That's what we want to see. We've had some good running backs over the years in Miami. Oh, that field goal, extra point rather, is going to be no good. Oh my God! So we finally make some progress, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot, which has been the story all year long. But yeah, through the years in Miami, and we had guys like, we had Derrick Henry, who we talked about got deleted from the game in the Great Purge of Season 3. And then we had the running back we got now in Denver, who is really solid for us in Miami. We also had Phillip Lindsay for a time in Miami, who was pretty good for us. Big gap. I want one of those kind of runs. Jamar Jefferson made us pay. He's got 35 yards in this one so far. 6-0 Denver after the extra point miss. Maybe we should just do XFL style. Just go for the conversion attempt every time. What the heck? Burrow with an empty set. And he is going to toss it to the side there to Stogner. He nearly has actually does have the first down. They're going to give it to him. Joe Burrow and Justin Fields going out in this divisional battle. Tough quarterbacks in this division. Justin Fields, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Jake Plummer. Your 4 quarterbacks of the AFC West. Burrow's lined up in the gun once again. Jefferson lined up just behind him. And he completes it. And that's been another struggle, we'll point out for our guys, is we've allowed a lot of quarterbacks to complete a lot of passes. It seems like the completion percentage is high for guys that we play. And what can we do to stop that? We're calling man coverage. Like, maybe we need to call more zone, but I'm almost always calling man coverage plays, which should be, your corner's pretty much right up in the face of the defenders, not giving them that space, but it seems like they're always left wide open. So how do we combat that? We need better plays, maybe we need better corners. This time I am doing a zone. Let's see on 3rd and 4. Maybe our guys are getting burned in man. Maybe they need to play zone. Maybe zone's the way to go. Well, that worked out. Well, let's try it. Let's switch it up. We always call man, but maybe our guys can't contain man coverage. Let's try getting into zone and see what happens. Give them a little bit more space. See if they try a fake again with JT Daniels. They will not. Kick by Adam Sawyer is good. What a leg. The Illinois man puts it through. And the Riverhogs cut the lead in half. Here on our Denver Broncos. 17 seconds to go. And what has been an exciting first quarter here. Knighton on the return. He will juke and eventually get brought down. Patrick Surtain, part of the grouping there that brought him down. Fields gives it to Pierce. Finally, Pierce able to break through, and he's going to get bonus yards right there on the face mask. Surtain called the face mask. Pat Surtain. Surtain or Surtain? I always thought it was Surtain, but on the Broncos game last week, they're all calling him Patrick Surtain. And for that matter, as a Red Wings fan, as Pierce takes it again and goes nowhere, backup goalie Tomas Greiss, for years, he was on the team. They always called him Tomas Greiss. This year, everyone's calling him Thomas Greiss. So I don't know, did they have it wrong, or I don't know what's happening, but all of a sudden it's changed where he's Thomas Greiss. I used to call him Tomas, but anyway, that's the end of the quarter there. We got the lead. Fields all day connects. Devontae Smith stiff-arming Patrick Surtain. Eventually driven out of bounds. So after a slow start from Justin Fields, he's connecting with his guys in a big way. Receivers already playing much better than they have the last couple of weeks. Fields right on the money for Pierce. It'll be a first down. Broncos already 106 yards passing for Justin Fields. A much better start to this game than we've seen the last couple of weeks here in this 3-game losing streak, where a lot of it hasn't been on Justin Fields. It's been poor offensive line play, poor running play, and receivers just flat out dropping easy passes, which isn't happening today. Look at that. Guys are catching things well covered. Tyreek Hill makes the grab. We're going to keep this throwing party going, right? Tyreek Hill, the X Factor. Let's see here. That one was a terrible pass. We were looking for Gesicki, and you saw where that pass ended up. That was not where he was standing. So, compliment sandwich, I guess, for Justin Fields. Coach wants us to throw it again. I considered running it, but maybe for the best with our running game struggles. But look who's wide open, though. Pierce is open, and that is going to be inside. No, it's going to be at the 7. I thought he made it to the 5, but he did not. But let's keep going. First and goal now. Our goal line offense isn't that great, so we'll see if we can punch it in here. And, well, there we go. Poor blocking. And what number? I can't see a number. That is 50. That's C.J. Drayton. He made the stop onto Pierce. So right back to the passing game. Oh, Smith can't hang on to it. Now, those were the troubles we've had the last couple of weeks. Plays like that, where they're in receivers' hands and being dropped. And here's our goal line offense. I hate to say struggling again. We had a first and goal, now quickly third and goal, and our chances are not looking good here. And Fields had nowhere to go, and he gets dropped. And there you go. Chase Young on the quarterback sack. And if you're just joining us for this stream, this has been the story. Struggling goal line offense. No running game. The offensive line breaks down. I think I saw, what was that, 74, McGlinchey again, unable to hold his man. So here comes the field goal. It's going to be 38 yards. We missed the extra point. Squig Shorterly is going to nail that one, though. So 9-3. We put the lead back up at a touchdown, which is good. Two drives, 9 points to show for it for the Broncos here. Going back to Portland. C.J. Verdell on the return. It's hit to the 31-yard line. That's for Portland. We'll take things over. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow and Jamar Jefferson. There's the give to Jefferson. And he's met at the line by Yetur Gross-Matos. And rumbles forward for a gain of 4. I need to do more zone. I said we were going to do zone. I just switched to man. There's no zone plays on the audible. Well, yeah, let's get away from man coverage because it's obviously getting us burned. 83, Theo Weiss. Screen pass. That's the most successful screen pass we've seen against our team all year. Morris Hughes, another Oklahoma man, rolled inside and picked up 6. Now in the pistol is Portland. Joe Burrow, hard count. The give to Jefferson, and what a hit. John Banks. Oklahoma State on Oregon State. Banks got right back there and put Jefferson down. The shoulder tackle. That's WWE style. That's 2K22 style on that play right there. More of that. 3rd and 7. Incomplete. All right. That is Jordan Battle. Emmanuel Brown is the 31 on the Portland side. So the zone offense, or zone defense, maybe that's the way to go. We're doing a lot of man plays, but zone might be the way to go here. Maybe our guys more comfortable playing off and then trying to get back into it rather than trying to play man on man. Big business drive right here. Could increase our lead going into the half, and then we'll get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter. So getting points on the board would be big. And there's Pierce, who can barely get past C.J. Drayton. 2nd and 9. I'm considering, actually, if things don't get going here at the running game, even though we're losing him for the year, just putting Jonathan Taylor back in, because this is really a mess right now with Pierce. And now this trade by Miami is starting to not look so bad. Let's see how Pierce does the rest of this half. And if things don't improve, we got to make a running back change. And there you go. There's the old Pierce. Okay. That always seems to happen. We call them out, and then they have a big play. There's 1,000 yards. I mean, we got a 1,000-yard rusher. It's not like this guy's awful. Why is he struggling? Let's keep this going. I'll let Pierce try it again. There you go. There's another big run by Pierce. All right, back to back. Pierce met by Kirkland McDougal out of bounds, but he's starting to show up now. See if we can throw a play fake in here. Play action. See if we have some good runs. See if we can get him to bite. There we go. Oh, well, let's see. Can we get it to him? Oh, underthrown. Intercepted by Patrick Surtain, and it was an underthrown ball. The man was open, and Justin Fields way underthrew it. Take a look on the replay. I mean, he's open, and it's underthrown. Gesicki is there. Look at the, let's look at the space. We'll take a look on the replay like we always do with our INTs to justify him. But look at that. If you throw it over, I mean, it was a nice jump by Surtain, but it's underthrown, right? I don't know. Now I'm looking at it. Surtain did have a nice jump on it. Maybe you get that a little higher and that's not picked off. But when you look at it, there really wasn't anywhere else to go. Everyone's pretty well covered, but it's going the other way for Portland. So we stall out there, but 9-3. Your ball game so far. Joe Burrow dropping back, steps up. He's got a, whoa, it's going to be knocked away. What a hit by Jordan Battle. He had a wide open receiver, Austin Stogner. And Battle came in, hit him hard, and jarred the ball loose. Very good. Give to Jefferson. He gets met. It was, see Mike Vrabel in there, but the tackle, I couldn't get a number on who made the tackle. Keshawn Clemens made the tackle. So there you go. They're down. And there you go. Stogner makes up for it with that catch. He's left open. Hand out to Jefferson. Mike Vrabel coming in, making the stop. 60 Outlaw. 2nd and 6 for Portland. Screen. Boy, Portland's had the best screen passes against our guys. 2-minute warning time. Wow, it's gone quick. How long have we been streaming for? We've only been streaming 30 minutes. So that might, like you said, it's going to be a one-game stream tonight. It's almost 10 o'clock, man. We gotta get to bed after this, right? New work day tomorrow, but... Joe Burrow, empty set. Quick one to Stogner. Tackle made by Robert Highsmith. But Stogner getting the first down. It's been a while since our defense has given up a touchdown now. Didn't give up a touchdown the last game. We're almost at the half. We've yet to give up a touchdown so far. We'll see if we can keep that going. Right now, though, they're moving it at ease, and that same connection. It's Stogner being brought down by Highsmith. And the zone defense is starting to let us down. Portland calls a timeout, which that's been a thing in Madden for years and years. And I don't know why. They always call a timeout at 1 minute and 1 second, or in this case, 1 minute. They wouldn't know why that's a thing in Madden. It's been a thing for years. Play any Madden game. Going back to Madden 12, that was a thing. For some reason, as soon as that timer, that clock hits that 1 minute mark, the other squad, the opponent squad, is always calling a timeout for some bizarre reason. But anyway, Portland is in business. And wide open is Stogner, and it's a touchdown. Yep. And this ought to be a tie with the extra point here. Joe Burrow to Austin Stogner. Oh, we almost blocked that. Extra point is good, and Portland's got their first lead of the day. 51 seconds, though, in all of Denver's timeouts. Big play Broncos held to just 9 so far. Let's try to get some points here. Get the lead. We're going to get the ball again to begin quarter number 3. Fields looking for a double-covered Tyreek Hill. Didn't look double-covered when that pass was thrown, but they clamped down on it. 2nd and 10. Fields dancing, gets it away to Devontae Smith, and he gets wrapped up by Matt Frederick. And with 33 seconds left, Denver will take a timeout, hoping to keep this thing moving. How we went from... Oh my God, these play calls. Originally, it was telling us to throw the ball, and then all of a sudden we take a timeout, and then they say, oh, play conservative. Well, if we run the ball and chew the clock, they're going to call a timeout and get the ball back. These coaches talking about. Oh my God. The heat came right in. I don't even know what happened on that play. Unblocked, untouched. Justin Fields couldn't even think about anything, and he got brought down. Maybe if the season's out of reach, we try. I mean, Talia Tonga is on our team. We can maybe throw him in at the end of the season just to see. He's not the highest rated guy. What's his rating? I mean, Justin Fields is sky high above him, but we stalled out. Yeah, I mean, it's a 89, and Talia is a 74. They got pretty much the same experience. I hate to say it. I mean, I don't know. Is Justin Fields the problem? The guys that have been watching, what do you guys think? I always say that last play wasn't on Justin Fields, but I don't know. Joe Burrow is going to get brought down, though. There is going to be a flag. Chauncey Rivers got back there. Oh, my God. Rivers is going to get called for a face mask. Once again, this is the It's been the story since the bye week. Didn't I make the call? I let them like party or something instead of practicing in the bye week. That might have burned us. Shooting ourselves in the foot once again. Burrow rolling out. Knocked away. Good deflection by Marlon Humphrey. We are an AFC Championship winning coach. We've been to one Super Bowl in this run. This is season 10 with the Denver Broncos. But the last two seasons have been tumultuous, to say the least. And Portland is going to run out of time. They hold a 1-point lead here. It's 10-9, Riverhogs leading the Denver Broncos. As we head into the locker room, and per usual, they are leading the way, as our opponents tend to do, all the stat columns. We'll see if we can regroup here in the second half. Kick is underway, ready to begin the third. Knighton to return it. Going to get wrestled down by LaFleur. And that's where the Broncos will take over. So Pierce kept his job for another quarter at least, with a couple of big runs. We'll see if he can keep it going here. The pump. And not much happening on that run. Chase Young makes the tackle there. No yards on that handoff. Pocket is collapsing quickly, but Fields got it away to Devontae Smith. Fields 10 of 16 so far. Not terrible, but, you know. Still can't get this offense moving. There's Pierce on a big run. Big for him, at least. Black made the big tackle there. Pierce got 37 yards, which again for him is, lately for him at least, has been pretty high yardage. Super Bowl rematch down there, Chicago and Indianapolis. Seattle continues their winning ways with Donovan McNabb. That was one of our choices too. It was Indy with, who did they have? They had Bryce Young. It was the Patriots with Spencer Rattler, and then it was the Seahawks at the time with a very, very old Dak Prescott. They went out and drafted Donovan McNabb as a rookie, and I think they still have one loss on the year, so that might have been the place to go. They had big cap room too, and we got scared seeing Dak's age, but, you know, I guess we could obviously drafted a quarterback. Oh my God, what happened there? And Fields get hit. I think that's the first time I saw the Madden slow throwing animation actually give us a fumble. Normally they just hang on to it and take the sack. But it's going to be 3rd and 17 for this Broncos offense that's looking like the real-life Broncos offense, struggling to do anything with it. Pocket collapsing, so he's got to get it away, and Torrey Holt. The usual story that we've seen the last couple of weeks is receivers not hanging on to passes, and that's been Torrey Holt's issue ever since we moved him into the starting lineup. He was big time when Tyreek Hill was out. Since Hill's come back, it seems like he's got bricks for hands. He can't catch anything. Was that a taunt right there? That would have been taunting in today's NFL. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, let's just keep at it. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, all right. Oh, my God. Nice juke by Jefferson. 56 yards for Justin Jefferson so far in this one. Jefferson has it again, and there's going to be a flag. Hopefully it's a holding. Oh, my God. Again. Every penalty is on us. Every break goes their way. This is atrocious. These last couple of games have been atrocious. Speaking of Spencer Rattler, Patriots got a big win down there. They're trying to make their rally for the division. They had 2 wins not too long ago. And all of a sudden, They're in the playoff hunt because that division is so bad. Joe Burrow is playing pitch and catch out there. Micah Pittman for the first down. He's playing with kids out there. It's like Thanksgiving in the backyard. Joe Burrow. Oh, should have been intercepted, batted away by Leon O'Neal. Robert Highsmith also there. No turnover. Very close, though. Stogner one more time. I think that's about his fifth or sixth catch of the day. Oh, how about 12? Excuse me. I shortchanged him. Stogner's got 12 catches. Maybe we cover him a little bit more. Very, very easy for Portland. Pittman with the touchdown, and the River Hogs extend the lead. And Bronco fans and coach growing more frustrated by the day, as this is starting to look like our last season in Miami with these struggles. Will we ever find another job after this? We can only live on our AFC championship for so long, right? That extra point's still hurting us. They get theirs. 17-9, Portland up by 8 late in the third quarter. Things not going well once again for the Broncos here. Highstead here for Denver. It's a play fake. Oh, God, and there's no time to even do anything. Chase Young gets in there for the third time. That happens a lot. Like, I know he's in the zone, but my God, it seems like in every game we play, there's certain players that are just always in the zone, and they get 3, 4, 5 sacks, like, by themselves. There's another one. We got to go to this fast, gorgeous McGlinchey who, you know, can't hold a thing. Overthrown there by Justin Fields. And quickly, it's third down and 21 here for Denver. There we go. No, it's going to be dropped. Of course. It wouldn't be a Broncos game without it being a Broncos drop party. That was the name of our... I lost my arrow, my kicking arrow again, so I don't know. I can't even angle the ball. I couldn't see where I was punting. The arrow was missing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you guys are seeing it, right? What do we do at this point? We're making all the moves we can. Guys are dropping it. The running game's not there. Our offense is sucking right now. We brought in all these big weapons. Defense doing what they can, but as long as Burrow and Stogner are playing pitch and catch, it's going to be game over. And we're definitely going to be out of the playoff hunt before we know it. It's always, I guess, depressing, for lack of a better word, when you're at that point where you know 1 or 2 more losses and you're out, and the team is just dying a slow death as the yards way in favor of Portland once again, and we're starting to feel the regret of coming to a team that hasn't been to the playoffs in, I think, all 10 years that we've been coached. Maybe we could have gone New England or Indianapolis or Seattle and had way more success. Indy was an 8-8 team. They had the best record of everybody, but they didn't have a lot of cap room, which is what made Denver and the Seahawks so appealing. What made Denver so appealing was the high cap room, and Taylor and Fields, who were rated in the almost 90s. Morris Hughes. Shore first down. Only 177 yards, so it's not like Burrow has been lighting the world on fire, but he's just completing past that ease, which is really killing the clock here. Way off. Good Lord, where was that kid? Not only was it short, it was way left. So Adam Sawyer puts us in big business. We got a short field to work with here from the 45. If we don't get points out of that, that's the story of our season right here. Oh my God, the blocking. That was a nice juke though by Pierce. Terrible blocking, but Pierce made the most of it. He's playing scrappy today. A hard-fought 54 yards. For all the grief we've given him, he's trying to keep us in it. Gesicki dropping it again. My goodness. We just re-signed Gesicki too, and he had been decent for us, but he's starting to let the drops pile up here. My goodness, Chase Young rather, almost got in and took out Fields again. Fields had to just get rid of it. When is that X factor going to go away? Do we need to turn those off? Those are very OP'd, aren't they? Finally, it looks like it's gone, but my goodness. My goodness, I've said that a million times today. It's been that kind of game. There's Tyreek Hill, who's left open. Wrestled down by Ivan York. But here comes Denver. 50% completion percentage so far in this one for Justin Fields. So the struggles are there. A lot of it is drops by the wide receivers. But we're doing what we can. And Fields, that one was underthrown and nearly intercepted. Torrey Holt was left wide open, and Fields had some underthrows as well. So don't put all of it on the receiving crew. A handful of Fields' passes have been way off the mark today. Fields is going to get running, and again, wide open receiver, and Fields is off the mark. Antoine Winfield with the INT. Is it almost Talia Tagovailoa time? Do we give up? Look at where this ball was put. We're going to look at it again here on the replay. When this pass is made, right here. And you can see the man's waving for the ball. This is where the ball needs to go. Right here. When we hit the pass button, right here. We're winding up. We've already hit the button. This receiver is wide open. Wide open. And the ball ends up on the O. The ball should be, I realize he does keep running a little bit, but the ball, when it's thrown, the ball should be on the C. The Broncos C. The ball is thrown to the Broncos O. That was a terrible pass from Justin Fields. Terrible. And that one burned us. Fields making a lot of money, too. I say if we get a stop, we got to stay with Fields. I don't want to make it a whole quarterback controversy thing. But I think if Portland goes down and score, this game's pretty much over. You see what Talia Tagovailoa can do. Another catch by Stogner. Number 15, I think. 14. Ridiculous. We need some tight end coverage plays. Every one of these streams always ends up being depressing because we just get our butts kicked. The last couple of streams have been terrible. We're going to wrap up this season, though, and then, like I said, we'll get back to, at least our Diamondbacks team is rolling. We'll get back to baseball or hockey or something. We'll keep doing football, of course. We're not giving up on football. But it's been tough for sure. That probably should have been an interception the way that was floated, but Stingley had his back to the pass, which isn't ideal. Man, that's a rare drop by Portland. LaFleur was left wide open and couldn't bring in. Why is the middle of the field so left open? Look at it's supposed to be covered. Look at these formations. We can't put any pressure. Goodness gracious. There we go. Nice tackle to Sean Clemens. So Justin Fields gets to come in for another drive. We're not putting in Talia with the game on the line. But Fields has got to step up with some of his throws here on this drive. Bronco fans aren't going to put up with too many more home losses like that. That juke didn't work out from Tyreek Hill. Okay, 10 minutes, lots of time. We got to get 8 points. 2-point conversion's got to be in the works if we can get down the field and score on this one. Even if we get a field goal, it's going to help us out in a big way. Fields put that one right on the money, and it's dropped again. Oh my God, these drops are getting out of control. How many games do we have drop passes from our receivers, our tight ends? Fields was just trying to run at that time. He couldn't get anywhere. 4th sack of the game, Chase Young. And it's 3rd and long again.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even...
There we go. Hang on to it. Yes, finally. 1st down. Finally, Torrey Holt makes a catch after he's been slacking the last couple of weeks. These are the good rage streams. This is it right here. These are the Broncos rage streams. Oh, we had a wide open man. We get burned by the slow throwing animation. You know I'm going to say it once a stream. Get used to it at this point. That's the 5th sack of the game for Chase Young. And if we see a replay, you'll see us get burned once again. Oh, we even get slow motion. Watch the throwing animation. And we see the open receiver. And we hit the button. And he gets sacked. One more time. There he is. There he is. We hit the button. And the windup and the slow throw. And the sack. And it happens again. It's a vicious cycle. And we keep coming back and playing more with the throwing animation here. We're going to have to get rid of this one quick. Yep, because here comes Young again, and there's nothing we can do about that. 6 sacks. 1 player. He's going to break Derek Thomas's record at this rate. That in the zone is so powerful. We might need to turn that off. It is somewhat ridiculous. And once again, we hit the button, but there's the windup and the sack. Oh, I thought that was 3rd down. We got one more. So we got to go way back and just chuck it. It's going to be a sack. Here he comes. We got rid of it that time. Oh, the catch. No, of course it was dropped. Look at, oh, am I getting excited? I know my guys can't catch. They can't catch. Punt the ball away. What am I doing getting excited out there? This team sucks. They really suck. And we got too many good players for them to suck as much as they do. Way too many good players. Hey, the Red Wings game is about to start against the Golden Knights. Maybe we'll throw that on after this. Portland moving the ball again here.
Ready? 10 logo. Coming for the sun. I'm coming for the sun. Tighten up, tighten up. Let go.
And why Jefferson decided to run backwards. Jordan Battle made him pay for it at least. What do you think? Is this a one-and-done coaching job? I've seen it in the NFL. As a Cardinals fan, who was it we had for 1 year? It was, I don't even remember his name. It was during the these Sam Bradford years. It was 1 year, one and done, and then he was fired. I've seen a lot of one and dones in coaching. Maybe that'd be the case for us. I wouldn't be unhappy about it, honestly. I mean, I would like to try to improve this team, but boy, oh boy. Now it's like, what do? Do you go for quarterback or receivers, which I thought were going to be the least of our problems? Now they're becoming our biggest problem. So do we try to get new receivers? Do we draft receivers? Do we... Looks, you know, maybe questionable. We took Torrey Holt so early on. Now it's looking like the smartest move. We need receivers. Our guys stink. There we go. Well, I'll wait for the comments if they come pouring in. What do you guys think is the biggest thing in the offseason if we stay with the Broncos, if they keep us? Is it quarterback? Is it running game? Is it receivers? Is it O-line? D-line? Corners? Linebackers? What's the biggest issue for this team right now? 20-9. Let's go ahead and make the change. What the heck? We're not going to win this one. And that's probably going to kill our playoff hopes. Our excitement going forward is going to be... We're going to put Taylor back in there too. It's going to be the Miami game, and then we'll probably do one final stream just to knock both the Colts and Chargers game out of the way, all in one. But 20-9, Talia Tonga-Vailoa is going to get his first playing time here with the Denver Broncos in the regular season. Let's see how he plays it. Let's see. Well, incomplete on that first throw. Well, Talia got rid of that one, and it was dropped. What the heck? A lot of pressure, but Talia put it right on the money. It doesn't help our guys can't catch. Incomplete again. There you go. 3 straight incompletions. Pass deflected. Guys not fighting for it. They're telling us to go for it. What the heck? We'll go for it from the 25. Caught by Tyreek Hill. Did he get the first? Yes, we did. First down. My goodness. First completed pass for Talia Tonga-Vailoa. He's putting a lot of these throws right on the mark. That one's dropped again. Deflected, dropped, whatever. Completed one, but they've all been right on the money. There's not been a bad throw in the bunch. Dropped again. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. What is happening? Do I need to boost the sliders for catches? There's no way all these stud receivers cannot catch. Right? Am I crazy? How many drops is this today? It's probably not going to tell us the accurate number every time we look. The number is never accurate for how many drops we actually have. Every one of these throws have been on the money. Like 80% of them have been drops. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dropped passes. 9. Out of how many throws have we had? 27 and 6, so... Yeah, 1 out of every 3 passes we've thrown is going to be dropped. Maybe let's look it up. Is drop passes a big issue? I feel like I've not had this issue until recently. That was Talia's first terrible pass. Let's look this up real quick. We're gonna look it up. Madden 20 dropped passes. Let's see what the Google machine says. First one from Reddit. I just bought Madden 20 today. What the hell is with all the dropped passes? I'm doing all pro matches. Yeah, I am too. Every time I throw the ball, if my receiver is touched, it's dropped. I I put my catching all the way up to 100 and still nothing to drop 4 passes a game, especially deep passes. So it looks like that's common. There's a lot of people saying that. Here's another one. This one, drop pass. Anyone's having receivers dropping easily ever since Madden 17. Possession grab everything. Well, it doesn't even give you that option. Getting very frustrated at the amount of drop passes. No reason 95 Travis Kelce is dropping a pass after not getting touched for 2 yards. Drop catches, ball hitting, face mask, dropped interceptions, sums up Madden 20. You pass, you lose. Wow, a lot of people are just. Here's a game FAQ. Is there a way to drop wide receivers dropping the ball all the time? The only time I really see this when I throw, you can't hold X. None of these comments even say how to fix the issue. Here's one on Madden. Drop passes. Madden EA answers HQ. I have so many matches where I can't complete one pass. The wide open receiver dropped 5 times in a row. This has been going on all season. It's bad enough. So a lot of people are commenting on this. So I don't know. Madden 21 did a patch, it looks like. Patch 1.11 fixing drop passes. Maybe it's a glitch with this game. I never realized or noticed having a drop pass issue until last season started creeping up with Miami and then with this team. In the beginning of the year, it wasn't too much of an issue, but we had a couple of games early on with the dreaded drops, and then the last couple of weeks, it's like none of our guys know how to catch. 4th and 10 here. And that one gets batted away. Talia Tonga-Vailoa looking for Mike Gesicki. We're out, and it goes back to Portland. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Do we need to bump our sliders? I mean, it seems like their guys can catch everything. I always try to make the sliders even. If I bump up sliders on my end, I bump up sliders on their end too. So we're playing at the same level, but it seems like they're catching everything. My guys can't catch anything. I guess I don't know. We'll give it a few more games, see if it persists. But yeah, with Tua, I guess maybe it's just the team, because with Tua, how many 4,000, 5,000 yard seasons do we have with Tua, right? So who knows? This team might just suck. In the words of Jim Mora, we suck. We can't do anything. And our playoffs, they're going up in flames right before our eyes. Justin Jefferson. Check that, Jamar Jefferson. I got my Jeffersons mixed up. Too much LSU football. They are probably going to put the ball in the end zone again here. And that would almost but guarantee our playoff hopes being gone. So it'll be interesting to see how we play these last couple of weeks. It's the only other time we've really played a season where we knew we weren't going to the playoffs was last season with Miami, and we had that big game against the Ravens where we did a Presbyterian style. We just went for it on every... How are they, by the way? Let's see. Presbyterian football. I haven't kept up with them lately. Early on, they were just going nuts, and then they kind of trailed off. Let's see here. Schedule. The Blue Hosts. They are 2-8. Wow. So after those first 2 games, they have fallen apart. They won 84-43, then 68-3. There's touchdown Portland. Then they lost 0-72. Then they lost to Dayton. Then they lost to Moorhead. They lost to Davidson. Boy, they've been getting blown out. Wow. So I guess the experiment, the coaching experiment after the first 2 weeks hasn't been working. Can we see the box score for this game here? Do they actually try to punt the ball at all? Oh, the fans are booing. I'm not even paying attention. I'm looking up Bluehost stats here. Look at the PDF. Do they have a punt statistic here? There you go, play-by-play. Yeah, they're still doing that. We're going to pause because this game sucks right now. Presbyterian score. They did an onside kick. Didn't work. Then Maris went right in and scored. Then Presbyterian they threw an interception. Then Maris scored. Right, it says intercepted, but then Presbyterian got the ball back. That doesn't make sense. Oh, they put the same thing twice for some reason. They messed up. Okay. And then Presbyterian went, and it was intercepted. They went for it on 4th down. Let's see. Then Maris scored, then Presbyterian. They actually finally punted. Or no, that was Maris that punted. Okay. On 4th and 24. Presbyterian scored. They went for the 2-point conversion. Didn't get it. And then Maris. For those of you that are just joining us, you're wondering what's going on. We got so bored with this beatdown, we're seeing what Presbyterian did last week. And that person already left, so there you go. Presbyterian started. They went for it on a 4th down pass, incomplete. So they turned it over on downs. Then Maris scored. Then they went for it on 4th down again. Didn't get it. Then Maris scored again. Presbyterian got the touchdown, or they fumbled. They fumbled. Then Maris scored again. Then Presbyterian intercepted. This is fascinating. They just... interception. Good Lord, they had an interception. Like, how many interceptions did they throw in this game? They won it in either turnover on downs. Yeah, they really don't punt it at all. It's unique style. Obviously, it's not worked for them here. They didn't try an onside attempt. They were down 57-26. Not trying the onside. How many interceptions were thrown in this game? 4 interceptions by the Presbyterian quarterback, so I mean, it worked well for him the first couple of games, but lately, how about let's look at the Stetson, the Hatters. Let's look at we'll get back to the game in a second, but this is more fun, is it not? Look at the box score. They lost that one, 56-14 against Stetson. Let's see how they played that one. They had 3 interceptions on that game, so not doing too well. So Presbyterian, they started off at the 15, lost a 2-yard sack, pass complete for 3 yards, pass complete, sack, and they turned the ball over. So they gave Presbyterian the ball on their own 25-yard line. Wow. Or they gave Stetson the ball at their own 25-yard line, and Stetson wandered right in for a score. Presbyterian got the ball back, and they went 3 and out, and they actually did punt the ball that time. And Stetson went right down and scored, 14-0. Presbyterian got it again. They threw an interception, and Stetson punted. Presbyterian went for it on 4th and 8. Turnover on down. So this whole going for it on 4th and 8 has not been working so well. And then Stetson went down and scored. Another 4th down where they didn't make it. Stetson scored 28-0. Presbyterian went for it on 4th and 22 and did not get it. And that was the end of the half. Then it was Stetson ball. They gave it to Presbyterian. It was intercepted. Stetson got a field goal. Presbyterian actually punted on their next drive. And the whole reason we got on this is because that's how we did our last Miami game of the season with the Ravens. We played in this style, which hasn't been working. Presbyterian down 35-0, went for it on 4th and 10 from their own 25-yard line, and didn't convert the ball. And then Stetson scored, obviously, so 42-0. Presbyterian finally scored, and they tried an onside kick that didn't work. So that's their coach's strategy. Onside kicks, go for it on fourth down, go for the 2-point conversion every time. Presbyterian ended up punting it, or Stetson punted it back to Presbyterian, and Stetson went for it on Presbyterian went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. They went for it again on fourth down the next drive, turned it over. So he's going for it on fourth downs. Is there a fourth down conversion stat on the stat line here? We can see how successful going for it on fourth down has been. Fourth down conversions, 1 of 10 for Presbyterian. So 10 times they went for it on fourth down. Did not get it. Let's check. We're going to get back to the game in a second. We're going to check the fourth down conversions only for this San Diego game. They lost 69-28. And in that game, fascinated by the strategy, but it doesn't seem to work. They had 2 interceptions, and they went for it on fourth down a total of 5 times and only converted it 1 time. So again, what about punting stats here? Let's see. We got the box stats here. The amount of punts. They did not punt the ball. They punted the ball 1 time for negative 22 yards, according to this. So I don't know what happened there. That seems awful. So yeah, no. Wow. Yeah. It's interesting. I want to look at one more. How about this, David? So all the teams, I mean, they've given up a boatload of points to the other team. This Davidson game, 70-35. Let's look at the stats on this one, and then I promise this will be the last one, and we'll get back to this miserable game here. They punted the ball in the Davidson game no times at all. No punts. And they went for it on fourth down 8 times and only converted 3. So, interesting stuff, but, you know. All right, back to this one. What play do we even call? A run play. And maybe we, I don't know, what do you got? Do we go back to Jonathan Taylor just to wind out this season? I'm not even sure how we played at this point. Obviously, Justin Fields will be back in for the next game. This is just garbage time for Talia. But he's making good throws. That was a nice catch by Tyreek Hill. 2 for 9 looks awful if you're just tuning in, but the truth of the matter is it's a lot of drops, so that's not on Talia, that 2 of 9. There we go. Talia is moving. I mean, he's a lot less rated than Justin Hill, but he's made some nice shows. Let's call a timeout. Maybe you can spark something here. We get a score and take an onside kick. I'm game for a rally. Wouldn't that be something? Well, that would be incredible with a Presbyterian Blue Hose break in the middle of all this. And that one was underthrown, so there you go. Wide open in the back of the end zone. That happened a lot of times today. Antoine Winfield, that's the second INT of the year. Or this game, I should say. And there you go. And that was wide open, and Talia couldn't put any air under that one. You couldn't be more open in the back of the end zone, and Antoine Winfield just took it. And that, I don't even know why Joe Burrow's lined up in the shotgun. He should just take a knee and call it a day. But wow, another game, another 9 points. I mean, going back, this is going to be the 3rd week in a row we've been held to 1 touchdown or less. Things were looking good. We rolled right down the field and got the score, but once again, why are they throwing the ball? What is this? I don't know why they're getting Joe Burrow killed back there. That was a stupid play call, but whatever. Yeah, another game, another terrible offensive output for an offense with all these weapons. We have an offense with Tyreek Hill. Yeah, coach is ticked. We have an offense with Tyreek Hill. We have an offense with Amari Cooper. We have an offense with Devontae Smith. We have an offense with Torrey Holt. We have an offense with Mike Gesicki, and we've scored 9 points. And we scored 10 points in one game, but essentially we've scored 9 points in 3 consecutive games here. 2 of them being at home. Yeah, Fields is getting mad too. I don't know if it's the benching or what, but not good. Not good, and you can pretty much kiss the playoffs goodbye. At least we'll have some excitement in the next game. We got Miami on the horizon, playing the old team, which is maybe starting to laugh at us a little more than we were laughing at them. Oh, Pierce has an upgrade. Maybe that'll help him out, but yeah, I mean, the players only meeting, yeah, no kidding. We went from winning 4 in a row to losing 4 in a row. When we started off the season, the big wins, the blowout with the Ravens, we were dominating the Falcons. Bounced back with the 4 in a row, including we scored 41 on Portland last time we played them. I don't know what happened to this team. And then even the Panthers game, I mean, 16 points. 27, 9, 10, 9. We've lost 3 in a row. Low scoring all the way. And no signs of things getting any better for our Denver Broncos as we drop to 6-7. We are in dead last place here. Let's see what this player only meeting is all about. Everyone responded well during the meeting, but nothing changed on the field. We had some guys show up on defense. Wow, I mean, yeah. Defense isn't the problem, though. It's offense. Offense is the big struggle. All right, well, we got Miami up next. I don't think we got too much more to look at. We are pretty much out of things here. Keep tuning in, though. I feel like we're somewhat entertaining here. I thought we already did all our contracts. Didn't we finish up all this? There's nothing. Oh, Andy Janovich. Oh, he wanted more money, huh? I don't care anymore. You can go somewhere else with your 66 rating. We'll still be entertaining. Let's get some screenshots for the thumbnail. What do we call this thumbnail? That's a good screenshot, huh? That's a good one. What do we call this this YouTube one? There's one of our rare catches we actually had. It only saved 3 pictures, huh? Wow, okay. Guess we'll do that one. Okay. Well, yeah, so that's going to do it for this one. We got Miami up next, our old team. We both of us are struggling. What does that say about me? Both my old team and my current team, 6-7. Returning to Miami. We thought we'd be going into Miami on a little bit more of a high, but we're going in on a 4-game losing streak. And who knows? Joey Bosa out for the year. Any other big news here? No moves, no relocations, no new stadiums. All right, so tune back in. We got Miami next, which will be big business. And then we got Indy and LA to wrap this thing up. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, catch the replay on YouTube. And we'll see you guys next time on the stream.